Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Today is the day we finish Ghost Trick. The final, yes, it is final. The exciting conclusion, the grand finale. I'm excited to see how it all wraps up. Damn, this game has been so much fun, honestly. Oh, my captions, one sec. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. I'm excited to see how it all concludes. This game has been just an absolute blast. I didn't really know what to expect going into it, but damn, what a treat this game has been. So it'll be exciting to see how it all ends. Sipping on a little tea today. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let me check. I ordered a new tea tray. Because the one I have is big as fuck. And it's good. It'll be good for, like, if I have people over and I want to make tea for them. But it was the first tea tray I bought. And I heavily overestimated how often I would be making tea for other people. We'll say that. But, okay, it's on its way. It gets here tomorrow. That's exciting. Maybe if I'm lucky, it'll get here before stream. Anyway. Got some tea yesterday, getting a new tea tray tomorrow. Life is good, y'all. Life is good. We chillin'. Alright, let's get into this game. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. The upended submarine continued to sink slowly but surely, a long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Yeah. And who the fuck am I? Whoa! Very impressive. Wait, okay, so it's the other Cecil. I see you managed to survive, detective. This is interesting. Who is this other Cecil? Are they really Cecil or am I really Cecil? The world may never know. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Cecil, look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are. That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. Quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Cecil. Cecil? My name isn't Cecil. Oh, interesting. I bet you'll remember really soon. Who you are, and who I am to you. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsic fragment? I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. That meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've kinda got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Delicious. Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what it does? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day 10 years ago, a fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So, of course, I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Aren't the Temsic remnants still right there in that park, at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Excuse me. Another effect of the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? Oh, this is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with the scalpel. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know. They had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsic fragment, and here I am. Bit late, what'd I miss? Not a whole lot. We're getting the down low on not Cecil. So we're learning about his background and about the Temsic fragment right now. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Happy to see you. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay. I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. Finally finding out what happened. Oh shit. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. It's all making sense now. But who the fuck am I? Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. They had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. So is he the lamp? But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. Maybe not. So who's the lamp? I showed up. I was supposed to meet with them after that. Then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha! The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temsik sooner or later. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for the water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no! There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up to the phone line and... There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. Coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling. Cut off from the world. All alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Camilla! Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, Yeah. GG's. If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Yeah, I wonder what Jowd's up to right now, actually. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Cecil? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all of the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsik fragment and escape, if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. Oh, shit. You're right. This'll tell us where Detective Jowd is. That present from the inspector in white. That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in the person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about Torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. It looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. It's trick time. Alright. I better not open this. Oh, okay. Oh, right. The water would come gushing in, I bet. It's such a peaceful mood at the moment. No need to throw cold water on it. Well, I wouldn't go so far as to call it peaceful. Let's see. Oh, what's this do? Hey. It's grape time. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly! I've been thinking about this for a while now, but don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Ooh, torpedo room or engine room? Well, Lynn mentioned a torpedo. The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're gonna use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jowd up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room, too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Hell yeah. Yes, we. Yes, we are. Welcome, NSK. Happy to see you. This is the big finale today. We got this chapter and then the final chapter, I believe. It looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. Oh damn, the game passed fast. It sure did. It did. I was actually saying at the top of stream how I'm gonna miss this game. It was a lot of fun. It came and went very quickly. It's a short game, yeah. Short but sweet. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use these switches now. Okay, let's try it. What are you gonna play after this? We're gonna be playing Investigations, the Miles Edgeworth investigation games after this. And then we're gonna return to Ace Attorney. Good luck! Thanks, I'm gonna need the luck. Alright, so someone's in that one already, it would seem. This switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken. Remember, Investigations is 2 games. Right. Investigations and then Apollo Justice, I presume. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the next one, is Apollo Justice. After Investigations. But I don't think the entire device is broken, though. It would probably work just fine if only I could move this switch. We'll just have to find a way to move it somehow. But I can't do it with my powers alone. Okay, well this is an easy one then. Oh, wait. What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? According to what I saw, Investigations 2 is the best investigation games. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess 1 will be fun. We'll get into it and get a feel, and then apparently the second one will be even better. That's great news. The dog can talk? I can tell I've barely watched these streams. Yeah, the dog is a ghosty, so it's kind of like psychic talking. But yes, it can talk. 2 is better than 1, yes. It's the better one, yes. Sick. Love that. That's gonna be fun then. This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile? Me? Of course I will. Count on it. Alright, now we're cooking. Now we got missile. Gonna do a little switchy swoop. Go back this way. Hell yeah. The dog kind of sound like Pearl. Yeah. Definitely channeling a similar energy there. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end too. But something's odd. What is? The command room. It looks like it's slowly shrinking. Oh, sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. Right. Okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. Fun fact, Investigations came out after Apollo Justice, which means it ain't written by Shu Takumi, but Takashi Yamazaki instead. So playing Investigation should give you an idea of how Ace Attorney 5 through 6 will be. Takashi also has been around Ace Attorney since the first game, so he's not a new face, but he wasn't the main director-writer, of course. Interesting. That's cool. That's good to know. So yeah, we'll definitely get a taste for what's in store down the line. I always like when they choose somebody who's been around as well, because I feel like that's the best bet to keep the tone similar. I think I remember this orange-haired girl from one of the streams. Was Laura her name? Not quite. Lynn. Close, though. Also, what happened to Cecil? Why does he look like that? Call me lost. A lot has happened. Cecil's having an identity crisis right now. So, he looks just like an amorphous blob at the moment. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head toward the command room where Detective Joud is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. If I could find it on mobile, I would. No need to be rude. Damn. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. You can always catch up on the VODs and check it out that way. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Oh, good. Missile's coming with us. I'd imagine you can emulate, no? Ooh, that's a good question. You might be able to set up an emulation. Well, I don't know. There's some emulators for mobile, so that might work. Yeah, you'd probably need to download like an APK, like an app, to run the emulation. But it might be possible. Missile? Hi. Yeah, YouTube is always handy for that kind of stuff. I'm sorry. I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile? I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Cecil. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. Missile, the dog from Ace Attorney, is back, or another Missile? I remember that dog from Ace Attorney. I think, technically speaking, it's the same dog because I believe both are based on Shu Takumi's dog, Missile. So IRL Missile is the original. Yeah. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn! You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Cecil, you might be able to make something happen, and that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla, I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then, don't worry. Miss Camilla! Very sweet. That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. Cecil? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. Hell yeah. But we're gonna see each other again. Right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Remember, all of this happened in one night across the span of like 7 hours. Yeah, crazy night, eh? Probably more, actually. Yeah. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend. And away we go. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. And I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, of hope, reach this far down into the ocean? Before I can think of an answer, 12 seconds are up. I'm in. Detective Jowd! I bet that big masked man did this. I'm gonna bite him! You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is gonna do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? That was the wrong voice. Are you Cecil? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How was Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine, Yanoa. So the submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You? You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you Yomael? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomael. That's right. But those people on the Yanoa were calling you Cecil. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Would you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? What is that blue thing supposed to be? It kind of looks like, can I say it? Blue thing. I'm not sure what you're seeing. Oh, the spirit? A poop? It kind of looks like a poop? The core, yeah. That's like the ghost. His spirit, basically. By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounds like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomael. Damn. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't even help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear. But I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot. And the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth. A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life and an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't know for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own, and they even figured out what Temsic was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this. None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go through all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of Temsic meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanella and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsic meteorites. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsic meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? But we promised! We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. All right, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Ah, it's rewind time. All right. So, just had to make a little bit more tea real quick. Where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. No, that's not it. We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. Is it like a homunculus? Oh! I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Ruh-roh. Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. Ghost trick moral of the story is that you should never trust any of the blue people from the Avatar films. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Camilla, forgive me. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. Okay, yeah, this is the same dialogue. Alright, let's see. Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at Yomiel's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsic fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell? Give us some kind of lead? Wrong voice, lol. Let's see. I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temsic. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temsic fragment has been taken away. Exactly, so what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So, let's see. That means we can go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. But, wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there. Let's move! Oh, that's hilarious. But correct. Bro said, fuck it, we ball. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. A little too far. There we go. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Oh boy, final chapter. Yeah, final chapter time. You absolutely love this section? Awesome. I'm excited to see the big conclusion. This is going pretty quick, actually. When was Yomael's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temsic meteorite fell. Interesting. So we're going all the way back to the beginning. Damn. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Oh boy. Oh man. It's ready. What's that? Hold it! Oh no. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Uh-oh. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. So stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Am I the cat? Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoot, you might get hurt. Hey, it's the pose from the cover. Are you okay? You're all right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsic meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsic from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, the fact will never go away. My fate is to die here, and I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. Trick time. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato is almost ready, she's not gonna budge from that spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl all alone in a park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. Roasted sweet potato. Can't reach up here. Interesting. Maybe we need to let time play out a bit then. It's ready! Here we go. And now... Come on, really? Oh. What are you doing? You're gonna hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. I like this section because you're not only seeing what actually happened, but also changing it. It's like if you could see the DL6 case that Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma had before Edgeworth's dad's death. It's super cool. I agree. I also agree that the ad break looks like it's about to start, so if you don't have a subscription, I'll see you in a few minutes, but I appreciate you, and then we'll be free for an hour. But, yes, that's really cool. I think making the big reveal also the finale like this is so cool, and it really only works with the game being as it is. Oh, wait, we can talk to her? But yeah, it'd be wild to be able to like go back in time and alter the DL6 case. Could you imagine? Oh, poor Miss Lynn. I'm sorry. If you're so sorry, then put her down. All right now, Missile. I was really out of my head that day. Well, we can talk about all of this later. The Temsic meteorite is gonna fall very soon. Before that happens, I have to think of a way to do something about that fragment. And I'll do everything I can to help too. Damn, I really thought that was going to be too. We can rock this. Oh, look at that sweet potato! Big scary sweet potato. That's not a sweet potato, Missile. That's Mino. Oh, right, of course. Well, look at them. The potato and Mino. Yes. Right now, they both have the same shape. So you're saying you could swap them, huh, Missile? Good idea. Okay, here I go. And I'm gonna need your help. My help. Okay. Oops. Come on, come back down. There we go. And then we do this. And then we can swap. I think that's the move. Oh, oh look. The lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. But it just might hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, the Temsic fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Minos sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. It's about time for that meteorite to come down. Don't worry, Missile. I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in the fragment's path. Oh, okay, that giant sweet potato. If anything can get in the way, that ugly monster can. Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path ought to change. Here we go. Moment of truth. There! How's that? Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little. Now Yomael's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at that fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? No! Right in the dick. Damn. Ugh. Detective Jowd. The Temsic fragment shot right through his leg. What? But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Huh? Jowd, put the gun down now. If you don't, you're gonna shoot him. I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down. No! I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen! Let's go, Missile! Missile! Oh, the bullet is stopped in midair. I'm here inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something. What? With what? Detective Jowd. The meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that the murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. Bullet. And there must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Let's see how this goes. That sweet potato. Damn. Oh no, we stopped the bullet. We still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed. But I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead, just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed. But still, this fate is just too painful to watch, in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Oh no! Look out! Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Damn it! My leg won't work! It's all over! We're out of time! Miss Lynn! It's not over yet. But there isn't anything else to swap with. Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen. Not if I can help it. But what can we do now? Even if we work together. I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Cecil and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yomael! Cecil, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go. All right, I'll try to move there. Yomael helping us too now. Yeah, big hype. All right. Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you'll only have a split second. Oops, got it. Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Me? But what can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, I got it. You can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But Even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. Swap. It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Nino. What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped all right. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn. Him. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Damn. Ye gods. Damn. Hell of a redemption arc for Yomael. Honestly, a wild arc in general. Bro went from just a regular innocent dude, wrongly charged, making a dumb choice during his escape that got him killed, which then led him down to become a genuinely bad person, to now this redemption arc. Damn. What a journey the dude has gone on. My kettle turned off. Oh, you're awake. He's a lot like Godot if you think about it. The situation is different, but I feel they are very similar. There's definitely some similarities for sure. Like, I feel like Godot's biggest mistake kind of came near the end of his arc, where Yomael made his biggest mistake earlier on, but like that's not really a huge difference. It's just kind of the way it played out. But they really do, like, their dudes who kind of became single-minded about something, and it led them astray down a really strange path that they probably otherwise would not have gone down. And I would say Godot is probably more sympathetic because he ultimately, you know, he was pretty blameless, I feel like, in his errors, especially like in how he was taken out. Whereas like Yomael made some like objectively terrible decisions. Godot made bad choices as a more of like ends justify the means kind of way. But there's definitely a lot of similarities in their arc for sure. I like, especially in the end, in the way that they redeem themselves. Both were blinded by their rage and revenge too. Yeah. A lot of similarities. It's really cool how similar and different characters can be, because they follow the same kind of archetype, but they also have very unique journeys that they both went on. Hey, mister, is your knee okay? Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me, I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. A detective badge? Thanks! Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Damn, we just Donnie Darko'd that whole timeline, huh? Wild. Are you alive? Should have gave that a little longer. Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It's as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. Kind of limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. It's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come with me, little kitten? Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Cecil's. I was the cat! Cecil? The name Cecil echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years. You're my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? I love how this game is kind of a love letter to pets as well. Old friend. That's why we couldn't read or understand many objects and things that should be normal to humans. That makes so much sense. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh, that's so good. Damn, that is such a good twist. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Wow, what a twist. Damn, that is a satisfying twist. Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. Wow. Somebody, please reach out a hand. Out to me. I had just only died at the time. I'd lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat. And then the man got his body back. Damn, so good. I took my body back from the morgue. There's somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." Oh no. The man named me Cecil. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me. They weren't happy for the man. There was nothing I could do for him. Another thing Godot shares with Yomiel, both lost someone very important to them, which drove them mad. Yes, for sure. That's so tragic. Definitely makes you wonder, like, if she hadn't taken her life, maybe, Yomiel wouldn't have gone down such a dark path. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness, with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. But then after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or at least, that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The Black Cat. I was possessing Cecil then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Cecil was inside that bag as I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. Then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Cecil, there inside the bag, was dead. What? Because, oh my God! I wasn't able to control her completely. And the first shot killed Cecil. The first bullet didn't hit anything. Or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Cecil inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Damn, everything in this game has a reason. I love it. Yeah, the mystery in this one was so well thought out. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight. If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences and the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. We still don't know who it was that taught us how to use our powers. The mysterious lamp. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The cat saved everyone. Yeah. We love animals. We love animals. They are our protectors. That is facts. Oh, I didn't post anything on Threads today. Whoops. I guess I'm taking today off social media. Ah, well. The fate of your death. The kitten Cecil's fate. And I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? ADHD hit me like a freight train with that Threads thought. So, Yomael, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. Oh, Lynn. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right. We should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did. My crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Cecil. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. The night I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomael? Thank you, Cecil. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomael. Cecil, are we ever gonna see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Cecil, I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. Aw. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait! Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Aha! Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you! Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I am really grateful to you, Cecil. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you one question, Ray? I want to know. Who exactly are you? Exactly. I'm glad they didn't leave us hanging on this. This would have been a bummer if they left us wondering about Ray. Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight. The first of which was hers. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. Is he like a rat or something? After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that! The powers of the dead, but how? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But, with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute! That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. So Ray was Missile? But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. Damn, so that's Missile from 10 years ago. From the alternate universe that is now closed. That's wild. So that was you, huh? Oh, that's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fates of the people on your own? So you decided to wait those 10 years out. Wow.
Exactly. And then at least, the fateful night rolled around again.
Wild.
By this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak. So I decided I need to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me.
But wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp.
Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened. But I became able to manipulate small objects.
But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself?
Because I couldn't.
Huh?
From watching The Man in Red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do. Like travel through the telephone lines, for example.
What?
It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody.
But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me?
Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night, the first time around.
We what? We met before. From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss
Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the Ghost World Pass in the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my first end on end, I can tell you.
That was me? So I was shot on the night the first time around as well.
You had lost your memory that time, too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me.
I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
It's what you said. And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line.
I'm really sorry I didn't help you.
That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage.
Mutual advantage?
The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the Man in Red, to Yomael.
What?
I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit.
A time limit?
That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight.
So they don't actually disappear at morning.
and the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over.
Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist?
Oh, that! Completely made up. Little naughty of me, I know.
Old Missile was planning so much just so this could work. He became wise. He sure did. He sure did. Wow. Like, this adds so much depth to Missile's arc. Like, good lord. It all starts with Missile. Who would have thunk?
But I just wanted you to use your time wisely.
Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way.
Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age.
Well played, Old Missile.
And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I.
Missile?
I believed in you. I always knew you could do it, and so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Missile? So you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh?
Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Cecil.
The goodest of boys. And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had happened that night. In this town, I made my way back to a new present. Oh man. What a great finale. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. Oh, it's Lynn. Now you stay facing that way. Okay. Oh, okay. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee! It worked! But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made this a surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. That's all right, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as a detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd. Dad, you're home! Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too. Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. Ha ha! How long are you gonna keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. Ha ha! That you will. That you will. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, What a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Cecil. Cecil. Seems to me that I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Cecil likes you, Lynn. All right, everyone. Let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Cecil. Ha ha ha! She does remember. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. Hell yeah. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their... looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for a while. Such a satisfying ending, man. I love it. Yeah, I agree. That was so good. Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Missile. I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nobody... Damn, that was so good. He's got the boogie too now. There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella. What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men? Here's your food, gentlemen. Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for Special Investigation Unit today. So you took on a part-time job here again, just so you could eavesdrop. Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. Hilarious. La 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 la, I've never cooked this way before, so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek. Is it really necessary, this new curry chicken menu item? Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now good luck. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Yeah, I guess because he's a free man too now that the universe has changed. Huh. Are you sure we really need all these explosives?
Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said.
Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. Oh no. Shigeki Takaichi. Isn't that... Oh no, Takashi is the one who took over.
That's right, sweetheart.
Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all? You must have heard some juicy stories. The indiscretions of a minister, perhaps?
Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel?
Here is to the stodgy mind of my darling husband. Oh yeah, what are these dudes up to?
This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good.
The Yanoa is about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir.
Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now.
Love, peace, and pigeons. Long live rock and roll. Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who want to live here. Park ranger guy based on a lot of heart, if you couldn't tell by the hair, by the way. Ah, okay. That's so funny. I didn't catch that reference, but that's so good. We love some lot of heart. And of course, these two. Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomach ache. We call it Dance Away the Pain. Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Think you could show it to me? You got it! Smartphone programmer? Is there a mobile version of this game? "10 long years, Yomael. Your time is up today." The young lady who always comes to visit you is here. They probably mean DS. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Cecil. Aww. Oh, that's such a cute pic. I think I really like that they didn't hide Cecil throughout the story. But they didn't put them too in the forefront either. I feel like sometimes when stories, whatever the medium, have a good twist like this, they can't help but like flaunt it in the advertising material, and then especially in the story. I feel like they kept it right under your nose, just the right amounts. It was a really nice touch. But man, that was a great game. That was so much fun. I hope that another one gets made or something in this vein, because that's such a fun game, and the story was great. Damn, I did not see that ending coming though at all. That was great. I love a twist that I can't see coming. You know, it's hard to really complain when my mind got blown like it did. You know, damn. There's something I gotta show you real quick. Don't end stream. Bet. No worries at all. This was we're only at 2 hours anyway, so yeah, I'm not in a mad hurry to end. We'll just let the credits roll in the meantime while I wait. Guy in the middle is Shutakumi. If you watch, you can guess what he's doing. Bet. Let's see. How do I get? Guess I gotta wait for the credits to roll. I don't want the music to overlap. Okay, let's try it this way. I'll just do this. Here we go. Alright, so this right here, this is Shutakumi, or this guy. In the middle, right? So this guy? Yeah, okay. Busting out the Don't Panic dance. Hell yes. That's awesome. A true showman. That's awesome. He seems like a real fun dude. Damn. Well, this game was a treat. Oh, here we go. We're actually at the official end of the credits and everything. Let's see if there's any other goodies for me to see. Where would you rank this in the shoe games you've played? Actually, just rank the shoe games you've played. Yeah, I would put this S tier, honestly. This is probably my favorite one. You can check the extra gallery. Stuff shows the concept art and stuff. Sick. Challenges. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is for all the levels. We got the music, which is sick. Love that. Show game screen, by the way. Oh, right. That's cool. This is all the concept art that we unlocked. Damn, there's a lot. Nice. Oh, here we go. Interesting. I don't love goatee Cecil, I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad that they went with the design they did. Oh, interesting. This is pretty much the design that they went with. Very interesting. It's always cool to see the like different ideas they had to represent these characters. Oh, interesting. Missile as a bulldog. Huh. I definitely think Pomeranian was the right choice for Missile. I don't think Bulldog really captures the persona quite right. This is the Prime Minister guy. That's so good. Oh, he definitely looks a lot like Gumshoe in this design, for sure. Let's see. Is this the guy in the... This is the guy in the park. I see. Interesting. They really went with a totally different design than any of these. Same with Pigeon Head. This one's kind of close, but not really. What? The chef looks totally different. This is pretty close to Jowd. That's really cool. Very neat. Alrighty. Yes. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out. Oh, damn, the ad started. Did not want to let those roll. Oh, well. But I appreciate y'all so much. I will see y'all tomorrow where we will begin investigations at long last. Thank you. And I hope you have a good one as well. I will see y'all tomorrow. And until then, peace.
Okay. okay. We gon'